factors, only the evolution of those forces, which at some point in the past gave rise to the subjection of women, is able in a fundamental way to influence and change their social position. In other words, women can become truly free and equal under a society where social relations are equal. Okay. Having said that, may mga critic din ang mga Marxist writers about the reality, no, ng specific oppression ng women. And I will quote two excerpts from Lenin, kung hindi nyo pa nababasa. No? Notwithstanding all the liberating laws that have been passed, and he was talking about socialism in the Soviet Union, woman continues to be a domestic slave because petty housework crushes, strangles, stultifies and degrades her, chains her to the kitchen and to the nursery, and wastes her labor on barbarously unproductive, petty, nerve-wracking, stultifying, and crushing drudgery. The real emancipation of women, real communism, will begin only when a mass struggle led by the proletariat, which is in power, is started against this petty domestic economy, or rather, when it is transformed on a mass scale into large-scale socialist economy. Okay. Pero hindi nag-end dyan eh, ganun lang ba? Bringing women, no? Taking women out of the domestic sphere and bringing them into the public sphere, is that sufficient? Diba? Ganun naman sinasabi eh, di ba? Hindi. No, you read further si Lenin sa Emancipation of Women. Hindi lamang ang patuloy na pagkakulong ng kababaihan sa gawaing bahay ang basihan ng hindi nila paglaya. Kahit may legal na pagkakapantay ng kasarian sa isang sistemang sosyalista. Matalas na pinuna ni Lenin ang papel ng patriarkal na kamalayan, the master idea, sa hanay ng kalalakihan, kahit na nga sa mga revolusyonaryong kalalakihan, bilang mahalagang salik sa patuloy na pagkakaalipin ng kababaihan. Binigyan niya ang kahalagahan ng pagmulat sa kakalakihan at ang pagpawi sa mga patriarkal na pananaw at paniniwala sa loob ng partido at sa hanay ng mamamayan. Maganda yung Filipino ni Bomen, Prof. English na, kasi dito talagang ito yung kay Lenin. Unfortunately, it is still true to say of many of our comrades. Alam niyo yung quote na yan? Scratch a communist and find a Philistine. Of course, you must scratch the sensitive spot, their mentality as regards women. Could there be a more damning proof of this than the calm acquiescence of men who see how women grow worn out in petty, monotonous household work, their strength and time dissipated and wasted, their minds growing narrow and stale, their hearts beating slowly, their will weakened. Of course, I am not speaking of the ladies of the bourgeoisie, who shove on to servants the responsibility for all household work, including the care of children. What I am saying applies to the overwhelming majority of women, to the wives of workers, and to those who stand all day in a factory. So few men, even among the proletariat, realize how much effort and trouble they could save women, even quite do away with, if they were to lend a hand in quote women's work. But no, that is contrary to the rights and dignity of a man. They want their peace and comfort. The home life of the woman is a daily sacrifice to 1,000 unimportant trivialities. The old master right of the man still lives in secret. His slave takes her revenge, also secretly. The backwardness of women, their lack of understanding for the revolutionary ideals of the man, decrease his joy and determination in fighting. They are like little worms which unseen slowly but surely rot and corrode. I know the life of the worker, and not only from books. Our communist work among the women, our political work embraces a great deal of educational work among men. We must root out the old master idea to its last and smallest root in the party and among the masses. That is one of our political tasks, just as in the urgent necessary task of forming a staff of men and women comrades well trained in theory and practice to carry on party activity among working women. Okay. So I'll end there, no, with by saying that the woman question cannot be divorced from the class question. At ang karanasan ng paglakas ng kilusang kababaihan dito sa Pilipinas ay patunay ng pinakagulugod, no? At ang pinakagulugod, the backbone of the women's liberation movement depends on the level and strength of organizing among grassroots women. Maraming salamat po.